Welcome to today's show. My name is Dave, and today I'm here to talk to you about this laser engraver, etcher, and cutter by Swiitol. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now, this is their 24C Pro laser system, and they did send me this product for review, but they wanted me to show you kind of what it is and how it works a little bit. Now, a disclaimer is I've never ever used a laser like this before, so I am learning for the very first time. Just as like if you're looking for a laser, this gives you an idea of what I have gone through to put this whole thing together and to test it out. So first thing is the packaging. I want to show you a photo here of the packaging. I took a picture of it because I was very impressed on how well everything is packed in foam. Each has its own little compartment. Very, very well packed. Once I took everything out and laid it all out on my table, it does come with the instructions here, and the instructions are pretty good for the assembly of this. Lots of nice, big, pretty pictures and everything, different languages as well. You do get everything in it that you need. You do get safety glasses, very important when you're doing laser. If you're looking at it, you're gonna have your safety glasses on, and you get tools. You get your little wrench, and you get some Allen wrenches and things like that to put this together, and you get all packets of screws. And everything is here's like step 1, step 2, step 3. It's all laid out to you in steps, so it's easy to follow step by step on how to put this thing together. You are also going to get some sample material. Now these are just little wood, very thin pieces of wood that you can use to do some samples. I'm going to show you some sample that I did here in just a minute. And you're going to get this little piece of plastic. Now this will etch and cut through plastic, but this is not a sample for that. This actually helps you put the laser to the right level for burning. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece that you're going to burn, you're going to put this plastic on top of it, and we're going to put it down in here where the laser is. There's a easy to adjust. You just take this, put it there, raise it, lower it down on top of it, and then you can remove this piece, and now you're at the right height for burning. I hope you can see that in here. But that's what this little piece here is for, so that's very simple. So again, its assembly is very simple and easy. Setting this up is simple as easy. They do have some software that you can download for free, and that was fairly simple to do, and there are some upgrades and some different things. You just follow the instructions, and everything went very, very well to do that. Now, once you get all that set up, the one issue that I had is I've never done this before, first of all, and I don't know a lot of these settings, speed settings, the quality settings. There's different settings that you use depending on the material, and it doesn't really tell you any of that on what it does give kind of a baseline of what they recommend. But each kind of material is different and so forth. So I did have to do some investigation and a bit of learning. There are a lot of tutorials out there on laser etching numbers based on materials. They do give a link to one as well, but it's for a different company, and they don't have this model listed, so you kind of have to guess about what that is with all the different materials and what the optimum speed and burn length and stuff, because again, you can cut through things. I think up to like 20 millimeters you can cut through it, and I didn't want to do that with this, but it takes some trial and error. They give you these sample pieces. If you're going to, say, make some coasters or something like that, get a bunch of extra pieces of wood that you're going to use for samples to try it, because sometimes you might burn too much or too little. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, I started to burn a design into this wood, and it got pretty deep in here, and it started to char a little bit there. A couple things is, first is you want ventilation. I realized that this smokes a lot, and my room got so smoky my alarm almost went off, so I had to open up the windows and put the fan in. Don't recommend using this in if you're going to cut wood or burn wood indoors or with poor ventilation. So that is definitely something you need to do, is make sure you have that. But I started to burn through it, and that's where I stopped. And then what I did is I did some adjustments to it, and then I did this. This is the same pattern, the same design. It's a Scottish Highland cow. It's one of my girlfriend's favorite. So I found a design. Now this design was probably too much detail. It did a pretty good job. It did. You can see here's from the burn through from the back side. but it did a pretty cool job. It is very, very small on there, but you can see how it is. Again, probably too detailed for this. The more the etching is kind of outline kind of stuff, but there's tons of settings. I'm still learning, and I could probably even do this better after a while for that. But that's a sample of some cutting in wood. Now, I use this ginormous piece of tile as a base on this because I didn't want to cut through my desk in case it did burn all the way through. So I just put everything up on here and used that. But I decided let's go ahead and try etching a different pattern into this tile itself. So if you want to etch into tile, now this has got a texture and all these different colors and stuff. So over here on this side, I etched in a small version of this at one different kinds of speed, and it made a pretty cool little etching into this tile. And then this one over here, I actually made it bigger and I had it etch in a lot deeper. This thing really etched into this tile part of it. Now this was about 4.5 hours to get this piece done. Again, it's pretty small. And then I had to stop it because it was the end of the day and I didn't want this thing going without looking at it. When I came back to restart it, it didn't restart where it left off. I had some issues with that, so I just stopped it. So I didn't finish the whole top piece of it, but I just wanted to give you kind of a sample and idea. Now, I don't have any other materials right now. This thing will etch into metal and plastic and all kinds of other things. I don't have those at this time, but I will try it and see how those work. But I just wanted to give you an idea and samples of a few things that this will do, which is pretty cool. Okay, this company does have a few accessories. It has a honeycomb base plate that you should be able to use for if you're cutting through material, because you want to elevate it and not cut down at your table and so forth. And they also have a roller, which is cool. You can put glass on the glasses or tumblers or different types of sphere, round kind of things on this roller to etch it as well. Now, I don't have those yet. They are, I think, going to send it to me when those are available to test out, so I will do videos on those. But overall, for a brand new user, this thing is actually really cool. It's a little intimidating because there's a lot of features and numbers, and I didn't go through the software. Now, the software has a lot of features to it, and it takes a little while to learn those kind of things. There's also another software that they do recommend also, but it is a paid software, and from what I've seen, it looks to be better than the free one and easier to use. So you might want to look into that if you're going to do a lot of this, which I probably will. If I do a lot of hobbies and do a lot of things that I want to etch, I might look into that other software. There are videos out there on the internet that you can find that has explanations of laser techniques and things like that, so you'll probably want to do some research and learn a few more things. But as far as the laser tool, it was simple to set up and to assemble, and it seems like it's a really cool thing. I'm actually very excited to get working with this and play with more different types of materials and designs and so forth. So if you're looking for a nice laser etcher type cutter type of thing, this one may be the right one for you.